What's going on, everyone? It's Connor time here, and today I thought we'd take a look at Remnants of Naezith. So what is this game? It's basically a level-based platformer with a huge emphasis on speedrunning, trying to get through the level as fast as possible. Now I know what you're thinking, oh but Connor time, there's been games like the Super Meat Boy has a timer and you compete against it. Yeah, sure, of course. But in this game, every time you complete a level, your ghost gets uploaded to their servers and you can compete against all of the leaderboard that's competed in a particular level. It's nuts. It's so cool. So I want to talk about a couple of things here. Let's jump right into the level selection. And as you can see, there's actually 4 chapters. I've only managed to get to the 2nd chapter at this point, but things look really cool. I want to talk about level design, I want to talk about movement, I want to talk about branching paths, because you can see here, you know, we've got branching paths over here. You can take multiple different paths. So let's just start by talking about that. You need a certain amount of completed levels in order to access the next chapter, right? You get access to a final level in a chapter, and that way you get access to the next chapter. And in this case, I've completed 5 levels from the 15 that I have to complete, but I think this chapter has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You've got 19 different choices here. So if a level is too hard for you, you can skip it. So it gives you that flexibility. So that's a really cool thing. Let's jump into the previous chapter, because I want to take a look at, you know, a level so I can show you guys the basic controls and we can kind of understand what makes this game so good and why I think it's an underrated gem on Steam. Honestly, if you really like platforming and speedruns, just go ahead and get this game. But I'm going to try to convince you guys. Let's jump right in and let's take a look at the first level. So I'm going to take it slow here. I'm going to make sure that I give you a gist of how basic the controls are, but how well the game does to combine them. So that's my character over there. I've got a jump. I can double jump once every swing, and you'll see how that comes into it. So I've got a double jump, then I can shoot my hook, and they alternate between green and blue, which is very cool. And I also have a dash, right? That depletes meter. As you can see down there, I depleted a bit of my meter. If you use too many dashes, your meter depletes and you can't use anymore. Very basic stuff. So that's okay. That's basic. So what's it about? So, as you can see, it's all about this hooking mechanic. It's all about swinging and getting that momentum. You feel like Spider-Man. It's honestly what it feels like, right? You feel like Spider-Man. I feel like I'm slinging my web. It's so cool. And at the end of every level, you're given a rating, you're ranked against your personal best time, and you can also see over here as I navigate, there's different players with different times that I can watch and take a look at. I can take a look at their ghost. I can see, okay, what did the first guy do? Why did he get such a great time? I can instantly see his ghost, and I can learn from his ghost, and that is so cool. So let's try the level again. As you can see, he was incredibly good using the swings, calculating the time he has to release his hooks. But that's what makes this game so cool. It's a very, very shallow skill floor, a very low skill floor, but the skill ceiling is ginormous. And shaving off those extra, I mean, my PB is like 1 second and 400 milliseconds. He shaved that off by doing a really cool maneuver. So let's try again. It's very easy. You just jump in, press the Y button, and all of a sudden you're like back in the swing of things. And I'm gonna try to do a different tactic here to get some speed. So let's try. Okay, not nearly as good as my previous personal best, but I can still try again. And it's so addicting. You can keep grinding a level over and over and over and over, and you won't even realize that the time is flying by, because the levels are, some of them are short and sweet. Oh yes! Improvement. So it feels really good when you improve on a particular time. The levels get really complicated, and that's another thing. They really push you with these hooking mechanics. Let's try a different level, actually. I want to show you guys. So I guess we can try this one. So my mastery on this level is 39%. That means I'm at the bottom 39% of users who play this level. Let's try again. So yeah, see, so they introduced this green slime that limits just how much you can kind of swing on things. Ooh, that's not good. Is that good enough? Okay, so that's huge improvement over my personal best. I know some of you are thinking, so what happens if I die in the middle of a level? You don't have to start over again. The game is actually very generous with checkpoints. So if you just want to play this game as a traditional, like, hardcore platforming game, you can. It's a totally viable way to play it. But if you want to compete with the time, which is what the game pushes you to do, the game makes it super easy. But it's really cool how they go between the two things. You can play it casually, or you can play it and compete against the big players. So let's try again. Maybe I can improve my time on this level. Ooh, so yeah, it's all about the timing here. Come on, come on. Ooh, that's a huge improvement. Okay, great. Once you pass a certain threshold of time, the game will tell you that you've mastered the level. So that means you've gotten a sufficiently good time for it. And it's really cool to try to aim for these mastered levels, right? It's really cool. And the game does incentivize this. So let's try again. Let's try a different level again. I just want to make it clear that, you know, it's so deceptively simple. It's a deceptively simple game, but really getting to the level where you feel good is just so satisfying. Okay, so in this level, they introduce, for example, this whole thing where you can swing on certain objects. So you've got to do some traditional platforming, and whoop, there you go. And the ghosts actually guide you, which is very cool as well. Ooh, okay, so that wasn't very nice. Ah, come on. Okay, so this level, for example, they switch things up around. It's all about not using your hook, which is very interesting. They really mix things up. Every level is different. They challenge you on something different. And that means that mastering levels is really satisfying. For those of you who don't know, okay, I remember this one. So this one's, again, all about building that awesome momentum. Guess I gotta use my dashes. Ah. Can I manage? Can't build enough. Ooh. Okay, not nearly enough, but I can. There's another technique where you can do where you can grab your. Oh, okay. Okay, so not a good time, of course. But again, challenging you on something different. For those of you who don't know, I actually do speedruns. I speedrun CTR on Twitch. And as someone who enjoys speedruns, this game, the concept of this game is really interesting to me. The fact they make it so easy for you to compete against other players is really nice. It's really nice. And they make it so easy to just keep grinding away to get a good time, honestly. There's a lot of depth here that you wouldn't find in a similar game. Oh, that's so close. Let's try again. So I think I'm starting my my dash a bit too late here. If I do it at the end of my swing, I get a much bigger boost time. Ooh, just barely got it over there, so let's try again. Oh, come on. Honestly, it's the community aspect of it that's really cool. I think I overshot that a bit. There you go. That's much better. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, the reset button is on the face buttons, and you can change the controls as far as I'm aware, but yeah. Oh. Yeah, so beating a level is actually very easy, but then actually competing for a good time is where the real challenge is at. And you'll get a lot more out of this game if you try to go for those awesome times. Huge improvement there. So as you can see, it always tells you I've improved on my personal best by about 6.5 seconds. It's just so cool. And it even tells you out of the total number of players, so I'm ranking 1,683 out of 4,365 players. So that's really cool. So that level was completely different, all about the momentum. Some of them are all about navigation. For example, this particular level here called Gray Cliff. Not this one. Okay, another one. Roundabout? No. Yeah, this is the one. So this one's all about going downwards and trying to keep your speed while you're doing it. When you go down, you get more momentum, and the game really uses this to kind of challenge you. Oh, that was good. That was so good. That's the thing. It's the satisfaction when you land a good swing and you go at these Mach speeds is incredible. Again, as someone who likes to speedrun games, and I find that interesting, this is, you know, a really good game for someone like me. Oh, come on. I keep screwing up on that. Ooh, ooh. Oh, come on. Yeah, not as good as my usual best. So, you know, I died in the level, but I can easily retry it. Let's try again. And that gold ghost over there, I think, is one of the better players. So it's something to look out for. The game makes it very easy for you to kind of know where you're standing as far as skill level is concerned. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I'll take it. And it's all about the process of learning these levels as well, which is really cool. Really simple mechanics. That dash is super simple, but again, all about using it as much as you can. So that's nice. Quite a pretty big improvement. It's easy to improve, but then as things get harder, the competition gets fiercer as well. Let's try a level I haven't done before, like this, for example, the hill. So again, I'm still pretty early on in the game. I'm sure the levels will get even more complicated. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe this one's all about the navigation. Ooh, that was so close. I would have been so happy with that. Maybe I can actually get a speed boost by swinging over here. Okay, I can do that. I'll try. Ah, but a bit too close. Oh, that was nice. Oh, wasted my double jump. I have to take it just... Yeah, just as it goes over there. Yep, that's good. That's some really good momentum. Ooh! Okay, that was close. That was close. Not nearly. Come on. Ah, took it too wide. Again, you just can keep grinding at these levels, and you know, it feels really good when you improve, to be honest. Oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. You get these really good runs sometimes, and you're like, man, this feels great. And sometimes you get stuck. But it's the game, again, it makes it easy for you to keep improving, keep getting those incredible times. Oh, this one's good. Oh, no! Ah! Screwed it up at the end. Come on, let's try to get this, guys. Okay, not the best, because I lost all the momentum. Ah, too far. Not nearly close enough to the wall there. Let's try again. Okay, so as you can see, so going in one direction, you keep your momentum. But changing your direction, you lose all of it. So you got to keep a very careful balance. And the double jump actually helps extend that. Oh, we need to go over that. Okay, okay. Way too close. Way too close. Again. and the dash is something that you usually use to accompaniment as an accompaniment to your hook swings. There was an old iOS game actually called Hook Champ, which reminds me very much of this. Okay, I'll take it. Yes, nice. Mastered. That feels really good. That feels really good. So it's a game all about improving. You're doing levels over and over again, and you're really improving yourself, which is really nice. So the level design challenges you. The movement techniques are easy to learn, but incredibly hard to master, as you saw with that ghost replay. And it's just a really fun game to grind, improve, compete with other players. I think it's a real underrated gem. So if you want to try this game out, it's available on Steam. There's also a Nintendo Switch version that's available, so if you want to check it out on Switch, you can as well. I would really recommend it if you're into platforming and you want to improve yourself. If you're looking for a very simple game, but that's so satisfying to master. Honestly, that's the thing I want to emphasize. It's so satisfying when you get a good time on a level. Then I would wholeheartedly recommend this game. If you want to talk about this game or speedrunning in general, I've got a Twitch channel, and you can find the link in the description as usual. And if you want to talk about this game, leave a comment. Just tell me, what do you think about this? What do you think of competing against other players for time? Let me know what you think, because I think it's really interesting. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos from this channel, hit that subscribe button. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks!